I've always heard that glutathione is the master antioxidant. So that's really interesting information, and what a powerful combination. I don't know if you wanted to speak at all about some recent products that we talked about at convention that might support what you're sharing here, but it might be an interesting connection.
Oh, well, yeah. So, I mean, if we're talking about, you're talking about treating COVID-19?
Not necessarily, but
okay, because I covered that a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you want me to bring up?
Oh, just melatonin levels with some of the products that were shared at convention, and maybe how that would work great with glutathione.
Oh, you're talking about Dream and Shine.
I am, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, if we talk about Dream and the people that were at convention, they already know this, is that most people on the first evening of using Dream are going to experience a very deep sleep. And this is because Dream helps to support levels of dopamine. And in turn, the elevated dopamine will increase growth hormone. It'll increase melatonin, and it'll help decrease oxidative stress. So as a result, it's, I know that you're very, very into exercise and weightlifting. And so as a result, Dream is going to help to support recovery from exercise, amongst many other benefits. Someone is asking, what's Dream? Okay, so Dream is a new product, and it's in its entirely own category. And we're going to be talking about that at the upcoming convention in France, and we did cover that at the convention in August in Orlando, and you will be getting more information about that out to our general members as we get into the product launch, pre-launch in November. So there's more information coming about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
David, you shared another link here. I just pulled that up. Can you see that?
Yes. So I made a promise at the beginning of the webinar. I was going to share some information on how people today can start extending their lifespan by 24%. And so now here's the study on this. So glutathione is a tripeptide, and that means that it's composed of 3 amino acids. And the 2 amino acids that we're concerned about that we might not normally get in our diet. The first one, which we've already talked about, is cysteine, which you find in foods like milk, predominantly whey protein, and also in eggs. And or people can supplement with NAC. And then the second amino acid that we would talk about in this study here is glycine. And again, you can find glycine in many different foods. When we age, it becomes a little bit more difficult for our body to process glycine. So some people may want to supplement with it. That's just something that you can test for. But in any case, this was an interesting study in the sense that they thought, okay, well, glutamic acid, which is part of glutathione, is abundant in the body. So why don't we supplement with glycine and cysteine? And the study showed that in mammals, this could lead to an increase in lifespan by 24%. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that when we are doing anti-aging and age reversal studies here, we're not just looking at lifespan, but we're also looking at the rate at which people age. And what's important about this is that, let's say that someone normally could live to be 80 years old, and they're thinking, okay, I get a 24% increase in lifespan. Now that's going to take me closer to 100. I don't want to be 100 years old because I'm worried about, is my brain going to work? Am I going to be frail? Am I going to lose muscle? People might be having these kinds of thoughts. So the research indicates exactly the opposite. In other words, when we exercise, we're telling our body to stay young and healthy. We're flipping genes that are associated with youth. When we are practicing calorie restriction, such as through intermittent fasting, that's another way to signal the body and tell the body to turn on genes associated with youth. When we are improving the function of the mitochondria, and we can do that, we can use glutathione to protect the mitochondria. We're flipping and turning on genes associated with youth. And that, by the way, of course, is the most powerful benefit of X39 and copper peptide. We turn on genes associated with youth. So the good news about this is that this is far more than just simply increasing lifespan. It is also staying younger longer and recapturing youth. So 24% improvement in lifespan, yay. Sign me up for that. But this also indicates that what we're going to be doing is staying younger longer in that process. So this is not where people have to fear, being 100 and being frail. This is really more about, yay, we can increase the lifespan, but also you can stay younger longer and, stay as being a functional part of society.
Wow.